Welcome to On the Beat, everyone. I'm Troy Thompson. I'm in the studio today with Scott Ferguson with Financial Concepts, and today we're talking all about financial solutions for the new year, or should we say resolutions? Because we always think we're going to start off well, and we do, but then come March, falls apart.
Well, that's right. That's right. That's why you got to have that mid-year checkup too, right?
Okay.
You know, you got to have the resolution, and you got to check on it and follow up through it.
Why is it so important to come and see you maybe November, December before the new year to plan out our year?
Well, you know, I think it's very important. You know, the beginning of the new year is a great time to start, right? Because it's a clean slate, right?
Yeah.
So whatever happened the year prior, we can kind of wash that away and say, hey, we're going to do this year, right? We're going to stick to our savings goals. We're going to stick to our retirement planning goals. Those kind of things. It's a great place to put that foundation in place and then start holding yourself accountable. So we joked a second ago about that mid-year checkup, but you know, you can't just make the resolution and never think about it again, right? It's got to have some kind of actionable process behind it where you're going to check on it and follow up on it throughout the year.
Okay, look, we all do, you know, we all join gyms. We're all going to go on a diet or start a new fitness regime, and we all get given tips on how to keep going. What are your tips on where to start?
You're going to start where you are, right? So some of us are going to have a good foundation. Well, all of us may not have that foundation that we can carry forward from the year prior. So each of us are going to start where we are when it comes to our resolution. So determine, you know, what are your goals? What do you want to achieve this year, right? Do you want to focus more on saving and building up your retirement nest egg? Or is 2020 going to be the year that you're going to look to, you know, eliminate debt, start chipping away at that? So whatever it may be, we have to start, you know, determining what is the goal? What are we trying to achieve?
Well, how do we... Look, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm sure everyone at home is agreeing with me right now, Scott. We want it to be well. We want it to, you know, set some realistic goals, right?
Right, I have to be realistic.
They can't be, I'm going to put 30% of my salary away every week, because things happen.
That's right.
So what do you call a realistic goal for just the everyday person?
Well, for each person, it's going to be different, right? Because each person's going to have different income, different salary, different debt levels. It's all going to vary, but you got to make sure that it's realistic to you. Like for me, it wouldn't be realistic for me to say that I'm going to save $1 million this year, right? That's not feasible, right? But I could say that I'm going to save, you know,
well, depends how much you earn, Scott.
Well, we're being realistic here, right? That's not feasible for me to do that. But what we can say is that we can say, you know what, I could look to save, you know, 10 to 15% of my income. That would be a realistic expectation. For other folks, it could be, I want to chip away at credit card debt. Maybe you've got $10,000 or $15,000 in credit card debt, and over the course of this next year, you want to chip away at that. Maybe doing $500 a month, $700 a month, whatever it may be. Yep. Chipping away at that to get that debt to go away. So it has to be realistic, and it has to be, you know, tied to you, right? Because each of us are going to have different goals. Some of us may want to save more. Some of us may want to have less debt. It has to be tied to you.
What do you think is key to sticking to your resolution?
You know, writing it down. I think the biggest thing is, you know, write down that resolution, write down what your goal is for the year, what you want to achieve, and look at it on a regular basis. You know, because if we just let it float around in our head, it's an idea that can change every instance, right? Because you and I could say, well, that's what I wanted to do 5 minutes ago, but I want to do something different now. Make it concrete, write it down, put it on a planner, put it on the front of your desk. See where you're going to see it day in and day out. That mirror in the bathroom where you have to look at it and say, hey, that's what I said I was going to do. Did I do what I said I was going to do today? Or tomorrow, do I need to do better towards reaching that goal?
I got you. There's a few other things I want to ask you, but I'm going to leave it to the next segment. Is that okay?
That works for me.
We appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Stick to your goals. That's what we have to do, right?
That's right. You got to stick to them.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
If you want to find out more about Scott Ferguson with Financial Concepts, all that information is up on the screen. Back after this short break, everyone.